Happy Friday, everybody! I hope you've had a good week and are enjoying your weekend now. I am so ready for a couple of days off. It's been a good week. It's gone by very quickly, but it's because I've been very mentally busy and immersed in stuff, and I emerge from work at the end of the day thinking, I just really need a nap. I can't do anything else with my brain. Nevertheless, I have been reading here and there. I've been a little bit unmotivated to read, probably because I've just felt a little tired, but reading has happened, and I'm in the middle of a couple of things I wanted to tell you about and let you know how I am doing with the A to Z readathon so far. So at the moment, I think I'm working on books 8 and 9 out of 26 for the readathon. I'm reading Velista by Stephen Brust. This was not on my original TBR because I DNF'd Vert by Jeff Noon, and I needed a replacement, and that was gonna be Velista because I don't think I have any other books on hand that start with V. So I read Hawk and then I read this. So I had to change my TBR a little bit. I am also in the middle of Beauty by Sherry S. Tepper. I'm buddy reading this with Joe actually, so I won't be blazing through it. I'm kind of taking my time so we can stay in sync and discuss it. We seem to have made a tradition out of buddy reading Tepper's books, which is kind of cool. This is kind of a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, but it's not just fantasy. I think it's going to have some other genre influences as well, and maybe some other fairy tales woven into it. It's going to be very interesting, especially since I associate Tepper with feminist sci-fi, which I don't always agree with her views, but this is going to be quite different from the other books I've read by her. And once I finish one or the other of those books, I'm going to pick up a couple more. I'm trying to limit myself on how many books I read at the same time because I like reading a lot of things at the same time, but I can read a book more quickly and get it done with, which is good for readathons if I just read one at a time. I'm never very successful at only reading one book at a time though. But next up will be Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, because I am really feeling in the mood to read something that isn't speculative fiction. I'm kind of ready for a classic. And then I will pick up Fools in this omnibus. Fools by Pat Cadigan, which is one of the Clark Award winners. And when I'm not reading this weekend, I thought I'd show you the current progress on that Afghan, which I've talked about in a couple of previous videos. I have made all of the hexagons, and these are the remaining ones that I have to tuck the ends into. And then I'm going to teach myself how to do a new method of joining them. It's called the join as you go method, and I've never done it before, but it'll probably look nicer than just sewing them together. So we'll see how that works out. I will probably do a bunch of work on my Afghan while I am binge watching Father Brown, because that seems to be my cozy mystery series of choice on Netflix right now. I want to watch Stranger Things 2, and I'm really looking forward to the second season of The Crown, which I think is coming out in early December. And I'm probably just gonna do this huge Netflix binge over the Christmas holiday like I did last year. I don't know if other people get that feeling, like when you're just really overloaded, you start watching television instead of doing more, I don't know if it's more brain intensive to read books or something, but this happens to me. When I was in university, as soon as exams and finals week happened, I would start watching all of the TV series and all of the movies and starting all of my projects like, I should be studying, I should be worrying about exams, but instead I'm gonna go spend some hours doing nothing. That's sort of how I'm feeling right now. And that is enough of a random tangent from me. Let me know what you're reading this weekend and how things are going for you, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.